How does jury selection work in court? Have you ever wondered how jurors are chosen to decide the fate of a trial? Jury selection is a key part of the legal process in state court systems. It ensures that a fair group of individuals evaluates the evidence presented in court. Let's break down how this process works. First, a pool of potential jurors is created. This pool is typically drawn randomly from local records, such as registered voters or driver's license holders. Once selected, these individuals receive a summons to appear at the courthouse. When they arrive, they form a larger group known as the juror pool. From this pool, smaller groups called panels are randomly chosen to go to specific courtrooms. The judge will then call a certain number of prospective jurors to take seats in the jury box. For criminal cases, this number is usually 12, while civil cases typically requiring 6 jurors. The next step is called Voir, which means to speak the truth in French. During this phase, the judge and attorneys ask the prospective jurors questions. The goal is to identify any biases or conflicts of interest that might affect their ability to be fair. Questions may include prior knowledge of the case or personal experiences that could influence their judgment. If a juror appears biased or unable to follow the law, they may be dismissed. There are 2 main types of challenges used for this purpose. The first is called a challenge for cause. This allows a juror to be excused for a specific reason, and there is no limit to how many can be used. The second type is a peremptory challenge. This allows attorneys to excuse a juror without providing a reason, but there are limits on the number of these challenges, often around 10 in criminal cases and fewer in civil cases. If a juror is excused, another individual from the panel or pool takes their place until the required number of jurors is seated. Once the jury is complete, including any alternate jurors, they are sworn in. This oath requires them to evaluate the evidence fairly and apply the law as instructed by the judge. The jury selection process is essential for ensuring that jurors representing a cross-section of the community. It helps to maintain fairness in the trial process, which is a fundamental aspect of the state court system. The judge oversees this entire process to ensure that legal standards are upheld. Understanding how jury selection works gives you a clearer view of the legal system and the branches of the judiciary.